What's good, gang? It's time to run it up. Pokemon Champions is finally in the streets, y'all. And with Pokemon Champions, we have VGC and singles. We're not going to cover nothing with VGC. This is going to be a singles video when it comes to the meta, the top 10 best meta Mons and battle spot singles. And that's a fact, not an opinion.
Facts. Who's that Pokemon?
Yes, you heard me right. We're going to be going over the top 10 meta choices in battle spot single. Yes, I know a lot of people are saying number one. Battle spot singles is a lot harder than anything else in this game. That's a fact, not an opinion. Second thing is, it feels like you're playing a dice. Feels like you're playing the lottery. Feels like you're doing a scratcher. If you pick the right three and the other team doesn't, you're probably going to steamroll them and vice versa. Sometimes you may have good, decent games, but nonetheless, there's still a meta for battle spot singles. I'm going to continue to cover threes until they add fucking sixes to the game. I don't know whose idea that was, not adding sixes, but we gonna get straight into it. The very first bond that we're gonna go over is Garchomp. It's kind of crazy that we have a top 10 list of bonds for whether it be VGC or singles that's actually in the game. Is actually pretty brazy if I say so myself. But number one bond is Garchomp. Number one moves is Earthquake, Outrage, Stealth Rocks, Rock Tomb, Power Jab. I said Power Jab, sorry. Think about Power Punch of Kangaskhan, Poison Jab, and Swords Dance. Seems like people are really running this with a 3 attacks and support with the Rock Tomb and setting up rocks. I'm not sure if setting up rocks is really that needed in threes. The game's kind of fast, so fast paced. I feel like you may not need rocks, but it is what it is. Next thing we got right here are the items. Not really that many items to use, but it seems like the most popular choice for what I've been seeing is Focus Sash. Choice Scarf is actually more popular in my personal opinion at the higher ends of rank. We're talking about Masters and like Ultra Ball 1. I really start seeing a lot more Choice Scarves than Focus Sash. Third is Lumberry, just to get rid of all the status. Citrus is for some health, and Habomb Berry. I don't know why they're running Habomb Berry. I don't even know what the Habomb Berry does, but and then 6 we have Garchomp. So these are the most popular items, mainly these two. I feel like choice, I mean, you can really use these two items in high-end Masters rank, but majority of the time I see Scarf. Like Scarf Chomp is too saucy. And then is the teammates Primarina, Charizard, Corv, Archaludon, and King Gambit with Gengar. And then what else do they have? This is my first time actually going over this. What else do they got? They actually got stat alignments too. Wow, okay, so this is the stat alignments. So we have Jolly, Adamant, Careful, Impish, and Knave for the mixed attackers. Next thing we have right here is stat points. They even have stat points 32, 32, 32, 32, 32. So it's all 32, 32. And then the last one we have is ability. Number one is Rough Skin and 1% using Sandville with Bright Powder. Absolutely cringe. So Garchomp, number one mon of this whole entire format for battle spot singles. Not really surprised. Great mon. Let's go to get straight to our next mon.
It's Eradicate! Eradicate!
So the second most popular mon in battle spot singles is Prim. We have Moonblast, Sparkling Aura, Aqua Jet, Flip Turn, just some good pivoting right here with Flip Turn. Priority, Aqua Jet. We have Sparkling Aura, Area. I think I'm saying it right. I don't know. I don't really ever use this mon, but really good water move, and also Moonblast. Really uses as a tank. You also have Encore. I got Encore once in Sword Dance with King Gambit, and that was crazy. I mean, I'm like, bro, I didn't even know this mon even ran this. Number one item used by this mon is Citrus Berry, followed by Leftovers, Mystic Water, Focus Sash. It's the first time I've actually seen this, and also Lumberry, but it seems like a majority of people are going out for that Citrus Berry. The teammates is Garchomp, Charizard, Corviknight, Archaludon, King Gambit. It seems like this is the top 6 Pokemon. I don't know, I haven't even looked at the ranks, but it seems like these are all paired together really solidly. I'm sorry. So yeah, really good thing to see. Stat alignment, so we have Modest, Bold, Quiet, Calm, Relaxed. For the stats is 32 in health and 32 in special attack, and that's literally going all the way down. I mean, you have one right here that's 32 in health, and that's 32 in special attack. I think that's special attack. I don't know what that is, bro. What is this? Can I click it? I don't know what stat point that is. There's no way that's attack. No, that's defense. There we go. That's defense. My bad. That's defense. So it's health and defense, and health and defense for a wall, physical wall. And then the number one ability is Torrent, and then with Liquid Voice. And then, yeah, that's all we have for Preem. Let's go ahead and get straight to our next mon of this top 10. Next bomb we have right here is everybody's favorite starter, Charizard, starting off of Solar Beam, Flame Charge, Overheat, Flamethrower. I'm actually surprised that these two are actually being ran together. I'm not sure why that's the reason. A lot of times, for what I've seen, especially at the higher ranks of Master Ball tier, a lot of people just go for Overheat, and then usually their counter that they need for fire is already gone. What other moves are they using? Weather Ball. I mean, that's kind of whatever. Flare Blitz, Dragon Dance, Outrage. Maybe this mod just doesn't have that many coverage outside of fire and this Solar Beam. And Solar Beam being at 78% pretty much tells me that Mega Charizard Y is really spinning. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I really just see that at all. I really just see that period compared to Charizard X, and that's a fact, that an opinion. For its held item, yep, I was already right. Charizard Y #1, and then Charizard X, Choice Scarf, Focus Sash. My question is, why are you running any of these three? If you guys are running this mod, you guys should be running Charizard Y. For its teammates, we have Garchomp, Prim, Hippo, King Gambit, Mimikyu. Okay, that's pretty cool. So #1 ability, or nature, I'm sorry, is Timid, Modest, Adamant, Jolly, Impish. Okay, and then we have everything should be special attack speed. Yeah, special attack speed. And then second most is attack speed, and that's for Mega Charizard X from what I'm assuming. But everything else is special attack speed type shit. So really, really cool. Blaze and Solar Power. You probably always want to go for Blaze. Solar Power is kind of, I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. But yeah, that's Charizard, gang. Broke it down nice and quick. Let's go to get straight to our next mod. Next bomb we have right here is Corv. It's probably the best defensive wall in the game, and that's not even a competition to even compete with. We have Roost, Body Slam, Iron Defense. I'm sorry. There we go. Iron Defense and U-Turn. When it comes to these four, this is actually, my controller's tweaking. When it comes to these four moves, I really don't see anything else. I don't see any of these other moves. I never seen Drill Peck, Power Trip. I never seen anybody use these moves. If anything, they may use taunt so people can't set up on you since you are a wall. But outside of that, these are definitely the top four moves being used. I don't even see nobody using Iron Head, which is crazy. Pretty much the gist of this set is just to really go into Iron Defense on a physical wall and then set up for a body press. You get weak in health, go on Roost. And that's the reason why you are running leftovers. This is your wall, usually on physical or special walls. They need to have leftover or citrus berry like you see. Third is Bright Powder. It's probably the most cringe thing I've ever seen in my life. What are you doing running this? I mean, that's disgusting. That is, you better go to church today. That's all I'm going to say. Lumberry and Oka Berry. Okay, so the next thing we have right here is teammates. So we have Garchomp, Prim, Charizard, Luffy, Gengar. Next thing we got right here is stat alignment. Impish, Relax, Careful, Sassy, and Bold. That's, that's pretty much the same. But like I said, this is a physical wall, so you're always going to be going into this Impish right here. That's why it's 71%. Next thing we have is stat points. Stat points, like I said, is going to be max health, max defense, and whatever stat you want after that. Pressure always, I actually seen both of these be used because pressure did get a buff with all the PPs going down lower, especially for recovery options such as Roost, such as Moonlight, such as Recover, things like that. So pressure is actually really good. Mirror Armor is also really, really good as well. Just not being able to use status against them, such as like Parting Shot, for example. Really, really saucy, my personal opinion. But yeah, this is the core. Number 4. Let's go to get straight to the 5th one. So for the 5th bomb, we actually have Hippopodon with Stealth Rocks, Earthquake, Young, and Slack Off. And I see a lot of people use Whirlwind as well. I feel like these are the top 5 moves that I do see. I like sometimes they don't even run Earthquake. There's just one fucking Whirlwind, wall your team out with Stealth Rock. So this is kind of simple wall, just a fat mon. That's just what it is. A lot of these mons usually get power crept out, but since the dex is so small, this is a really, really good choice if you do need a wall and you don't want to use Corv. Held items is Citrus Berry, Leftovers, Mental Herb, Lumberry, Bright Powder. Teammates, we got Charizard, Garchomp, Prim, Hydreigon. Okay, that's a new one. Haven't seen that one. And Aga Slash. Okay, stat alignments, Impish. Like I said, you always would probably want to be going Impish. Careful. I don't see why you'll ever run Careful. I mean, this isn't a premier special defense wall. I don't know why people are running special defense, but I'll always go Impish. That's just me personally. Next thing we got right here, stat points should be 32 health, 32 defense, or special defense, depending on which one you want to use. And I mean, some people even got a mixed defensive wall right here. That's That's different. I ain't never seen nothing like that. They have a mix, especially like something like this as well. They got some crazy EV spreads right this. What the hell? Some creativity going on, but like you guys can see, barely anybody's using it, sitting at a 9% and also 3%, which is barely pretty much no one. We got Sandstream, and who is using Sandforce? This must be a recruit mod.
Join us. Join us.
Ain't no way y'all are deliberately loading into that with a choice. If you are, you need to go open up your window, stick your head out, and make sure you take a deep breath for the streets. And that's a fact, not an opinion.
Fact.
Let's go ahead and get straight to our 6th mod. So for our 6th mod is Archaludon, and this thing has actually got a nerf because it does not have body press. It does have Flash Cannon, Draco Meteor, Stealth Rock, and Thunderbolt in singles. The main time I've ever seen this is just as a wall with Stealth Rocks. Sometimes they use Aura Sphere, which you see with 25%. Sometimes they use Dragon Claw, sometimes they use Thunder Wave. It all depends on who you're playing against, gang. They can even run Electro Shot or even Mirror Coat with a Scarf. I've seen all these moves be used against me. It just depends on what he's using. There's no way really to predict this moveset, to be honest with you guys. So that's what we have for the moves. Leftover Citrus. As you guys can see, a lot of these items are starting to get a little repetitive. We don't have that many items, so this is going to be used on almost every single mon that's especially bulky. Teammates is Garchomp, Prim, Charizard, Meowscarada, very good mon, and Mimikyu. For the stat alignments, we have Modest, we have Bold, Calm, Timid, and Impish. Let's see what the stats are looking like. So the stats, this is special attack and speed for 13%. We have health and special defense. We have health and special attack. We have health sitting at this one right here, health and defense. So a good, I feel like it's a good, decent spread, to be honest with you guys. 13%, that means all these spreads are kind of evened out, to be honest with you guys. So it's not really that bad. And the last thing for its ability is stamina. That's the reason why it's a 76%. It's really good ability, especially if you guys can get some screens up or something like that. Archaludon 6. Let's go ahead and get straight to our next mod. Next mod we got right here is my favorite mod of all time. We actually have a dark monotype run that we're still uploading on the channel. After this video, we will be uploading Great Ball to Ultra Ball, so make sure you tap in. If you guys didn't see our initial video breaking down our final team, make sure you tap in. Card at the top. Make sure you pull up, support that video.
I just wished for once you'd be supportive of me.
Let's go ahead and get straight to King Gambit. Really self-explanatory. Sucker Punch, Kowtow Cleave, Sword Stance, Iron Head. Sometimes you use Iron Kick, or I'm sorry, Iron Kick, Low Kick, Brick Bake, Guillotine for the cheese balls, and Metal Burst. I've never seen any of these other moves except for these four. Maybe Low Kick on the off chance. And Low Kick's kind of whatever, especially if you're using that berry that subtracts the super effective against fighting. It's cool. Like Low Kick is really just good if there's a lot of steel fightings. I'm sorry, not steel fighting, steel, ice. Yeah, just steel and ice. I really just target those two, and rock maybe, but the main fucking ability or item I use is Choppleberry. Some people are saying black glasses, but bruh, King Gambit is just so damn strong. I feel like Choppleberry is definitely the way to go, fam. Like, especially if it's your last mon, get a Sword Stance up, you probably gonna be sweeping regardless. So I like to have something that I know I'm going to survive. Like, let's say somebody has a Mach Punch or like a Aura Sphere from, Archaludon. This will actually let me survive because King Gambit is so bulky, and that's why I love this Choppleberry. Really good off-meta choice as well. A lot of people don't even expect it. Teammates, Garchomp, Charizard, Prim, Hippo, Glimora. Then we got Adamant, Jolly, Brave, Careful, Impish for the natures. And then these are the stats. I mean, you're not really going to get too much. You guys can see it's health and attack, health and attack. You got health and speed here. This thing does not need speed unless you're going against another King Gambit. And we got Supreme Overlord, Defiant, and Pressure. I didn't even know this thing got pressure. I forgot it even has pressure. I've been using Supreme Overlord for so long. But yeah, this is pretty much the placing for King Gambit. Like I said, we're doing the dark model type run on the channel. That's gonna be one of our next videos. Great Ball to Ultra Ball. Make sure you pull up. Let's go to get straight to our next top 8 finish for our week 1 meta. So for our 8th placing mon is Gengar. I'm actually not really surprised. I've been seeing an upsurge of Gengar in the meta. I don't know why, but it is. We have Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave, Destiny Bond, and Icy Wind. And now I know why everybody's using regular Gengar and Mega Gengar. just because everybody is using Destiny Bomb for easy kills. A lot of time you bring this in, it's on a sash or it's mega'd, and then you use Destiny Bomb, and then when they attack you, you pretty much just fucking die. So really cheesy Bond, especially in threes, but you know, I use a dark mono type team, so you know, I didn't really notice Gengar at all. But Icy Wind, Focus Blast, Hex, Sludge Bomb, Thunderbolt, and also Will-O-Wisp. So those are the moves. Number one item is Gengar, and second is Focus Sash. Even Choice Scarf could be good as well to just get some speed control. It is pretty decently fast, but the main thing is, look, Gengar has the best mega in the game. Fact, that opinion. There's nothing really standing on this type of level. Everybody's peons compared to him. I don't know, but it makes sense. The person that made Pokemon, his favorite Pokemon is Gengar, so I'm not really too surprised he gave him Shadow Tag, give him the most broken shit. Teammates Garchomp, Prim, Corv, Hippowdon, and Hydreigon. Hydreigon's really good just because it gets rid of the ground weakness, and then Gengar also protects for the fighting weakness as well. So I can see that combo going pretty far as well. Next thing we have right here is stat alignments. We got Timid, Modest, Calm. You probably ain't gonna ever use any of these. That's why it's at 0. Majority of the time, 9 times out of 10, you guys are gonna be running Timid. Do not run Modest. The only way I can really see you guys justifying running Modest, if you want to try to be on some saucy type of tech, gang, like you do Modest with a scarf or something out of the mind like that. That's the only way I can really see you running that. So that's all we got for that. Here's the stat points. You know, special attack, speed. I mean, that's all you're really ever going to use. He has HP, speed. Whoever's running this set, you are not cooking, bro. This thing is not bulky like that. I don't know why you run this. And then Curse Party is his only ability. So that's all we have for Gengar. Best mega in the game. And that's not even coming close. Let's go ahead and get straight to the next Mon. Next Mon we got right here is Mimikyu. And I feel like Mimikyu is actually one of the best Mons in this game just because of its ability Disguise. We have Play Rough, Shadow Sneak, Swords Dance, Shadow Claw, and Curse. I have been seeing an increase of Curse users on some troll shit. Like if they bring in Mimikyu and they about to die and they fastly, they be trying to use that Curse you know, cheese. That's what it is, the Curse cheese. And I'm not a fan of it, gang. I'm not a fan of it.
Many is the night I dream of cheese.
9 times out of 10, you bring a Mimikyu, the first thing you do is setting up a Swords Dance and abusing Shadow Sneak, Shadow Claw, and Play Rough. The only thing that really resists all of this is probably maybe Steals or anything that's really bulky. But the biggest thing about this particular Mon is its Disguise ability, just allowing a free Swords Dance every time you bring it in. Number one item is Spell Tag, Lumberry, Bright Powder. You guys are so cringe for using so much Bright Powder, gang. What the fuck are you guys doing, bro? That shit, only reason why I'm pissed about people using Bright Powder, because I remember I was like in one of my promotion games, I missed a Whimsicott in the sand with a Sucker Punch, and then I forgot they had fucking Bright Powder. I'm like, this is the most cheesiest thing ever. We have Teammates, Garchomp, Charizard, Hippo, Prim, and Archaludon. Next we have a stat alignment, Adamant. You can go Jolly, but I'd rather go Adamant, especially behind the Disguise and Shadow Sneak. A boosted Shadow Sneak, 32 attack, 32 speed. That's the norm. Actually, what's another one? This is 22, so 32. Oh, okay, it's the same. And then Disguise, like I said earlier, Disguise is its premier ability. It's the reason why it's so good in singles, especially battle spot singles. It's just broken, to be honest with you, just having something like that. Let's go to get straight to our last Mon of the video. So for our last Mon, our Meta Mon of the video for our week 1 meta report has to be Hydreigon, another DGOD member, Dark Gang or Die, DGOD, Dark Gang or Die. Shout out to all my delinquents. You guys already know what time it is, man. Gang type shit. Another dark member right here. We got Darkos, Dracometer, U-Turn, Flamethrower, Fire Blast, Flash Cannon, Focus Blast, Earth Power, Taunt, Stealth Rocks. I mean, Hydreigon got everything. I'm still upset Hydreigon did not get a Mega. I'm also really upset that Hydreigon does not have access to Choice Specs. Choice Specs, Hydreigon is still doing waves in regular Showdown Gen 9 OU. So I feel like if this thing had specs, this thing would be a monster. Fact, not an opinion. Really good Mon, should have got a Mega. Choice Scarf, you always gonna Choice Scarf this. There's only 2 ways to really play this. Actually, there's 3 ways. You guys can run the Choice Scarf. You'd have the Lumberry with a substitute. Okay, not Lumberry, I'm sorry, Leftovers, I'm sorry. bring up the substitute, you get up a nasty plot, and then you usually just start chipping with Dark Pulse or Earth Power. That's like a little, you know, saucy ass tech I used to use back in the day. Or the other item you would be using for this would have to be Choice Specs, but it's not in the game. Next bomb we got right here, number 1 pairing is Aegislash. Main reason why it is Aegislash is because Aegislash has a fighting immunity and a fairy resistance, while Aegislash is weak to fire and ground, and Hydreigon covers that perfectly. So this is the number 1 thing to bring if you guys are bringing Hydreigon. We have Hippo, Garchomp, Prim, and Gengar. The usage rate or the stats alignment, I'm sorry, is Timid, Modest. You always want to go for Timid, to be honest with you, bro. Especially since it does have Nasty Plot. Actually, are they using Nasty Plot? Hold on, I don't think they're using Nasty Plot like that, right? Yeah, I don't think they're using Nasty Plot. So they ain't on that shit, bro. I'm telling you some saucy ass tricks. They ain't using Nasty Plot. They're not definitely using Nasty Plot, which is pretty crazy. Set points right here is 32 special attack, 32 speed. You're going to be running this. Is anybody running the physical version? Nobody's running the physical version with Dragon Dance. Wait, hold on. I want to see if anybody's running no one's running the physical version. That's crazy. Absolutely no one's running the physical version. That's actually insane. That's pretty crazy. And the last one, he has Levitate as his ability. This is all we got for the meta game. Tell me below how you guys feel about all these top 5 metas, and if you guys do want to see weekly meta reports when it comes to singles. I'm waiting for 6s to be added to the game. They have to add it at some point, and once that comes, especially if they add like a rank for 6s, I feel like they're gonna do that just to hype everybody up, to bring everybody back off Showdown. We definitely gonna be spinning the block, and that's a fact, not an opinion. You guys already know what time it is. Gang type shit. But look, this is all I got. Tell me below what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next one. But look, before I go, if you was feeling the vibes, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And go.